There are a number of identity-based government departments that have been subject to considerable criticism. The Ministry for Pacific Peoples, the Ministry for Women, and the various ministries that deal with Maori affairs being some major examples. Some people would see these government departments abolished. I support the existence of all of these questionable government departments. I do not want to see any of them abolished. The Ministry for Pacific Peoples is very important. New Zealand has a huge Pacific Islander population. New Zealand has a larger Pacific Islander population than most of the Pacific Island countries do. Pacific Islanders face unique challenges. They have a unique place in our country. This requires specific attention from the government. Pacific Island countries are crucial to New Zealand's economic and security interests. At a time when China is looking to influence the region, maintaining good relations with these countries is crucial. Many of the nation's Pacific Islander inhabitants maintain close connections to their home country. Having good relations with them is crucial if we want good relations with their home country. If we abolish this ministry, we would send the worst possible message to the Pacific Island countries, at a time when China is looking to win favour in the region. We must look after Pacific Island communities. That means having a ministry dedicated to managing their position in New Zealand effectively. And this is not some race-based policy. It is simply a matter of recognising that some communities may face unique challenges and possess unique concerns that need to be addressed. Then there is the Ministry for Women. I see no issue with the existence of such a ministry. It makes sense to have a ministry dedicated to addressing the various inequalities that women face. Women face an array of unique challenges. I see no issue with a ministry that exists to address those challenges. Otherwise, they would be lost in an ocean of more universal issues. The various ministries that deal with Maori affairs are perhaps the most justified of all. Maori occupy a unique political, economic, and social position due to their place in the nation's history. Colonisation has put them in a very unique position in all of these regards. Having ministries that seek to grapple with this reality is just common sense governance. A minority that occupies a unique position should be given attention that takes into account that unique position and seeks to engage with it effectively. That is pretty obvious. Treating Maori people like they are just average New Zealanders is not good enough, because history has put Maori in a unique political, social, and economic position. They are not just average New Zealanders. I am not arguing for special rights or anything of the sort. I am arguing that the government should take into account the specific circumstances and challenges that certain groups may face. Some would say, why not have a ministry for Pakeha? The response to this claim is pretty simple. Every other ministry is ostensibly a ministry for Pakeha. Pakeha are the majority. Pakeha wield a disproportionate share of wealth and power. You don't need special attention when you belong to the dominant group, because your challenges and concerns are not going to be overlooked. At least not to the same extent that the challenges and concerns of minorities are. Some people might argue that these ministries employ too many people. Personally, I have no idea whether they employ too many people or not enough people. I won't pretend to be omniscient. I won't pretend to know how productive all of the employees who work for these ministries are. I don't know, and I won't pretend to. I don't think blind intuition should form the basis of public servant quotas. I think most people lack the information to make serious judgments on how many people these ministries should be employing. I think making judgments without proper information is reckless and unwise. I used to regard these government departments as pretty questionable. Once I would probably have supported abolishing them, But I think this is a mistaken view. They perform an important function, or at least they should perform an important function. And let's not forget that most of the antagonism towards these kinds of ministries comes from the ACT Party and their followers. These people want to do away with these ministries to fund tax cuts for the wealthy. They are happy to discard these valuable industries, because funding tax cuts for their rich donors seems to be their first priority. In fact, it seems to be their only priority. Attacking these government departments is perfect ACT Party politics. It allows them to appeal to both sides of their base, the racists and the rich people. The racists love the thought of abolishing ministries that serve ethnic minorities. And the rich people love this idea too, because it will help to fund massive tax cuts. So it is perfect ACT Party politics. It serves both sides of their base. We must reject this vile form of politics, this divisive, donor-serving politics, serving the rich and inciting division. That is their agenda, and it should be strongly opposed.